Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So it's funny, yesterday I went and I said, oh, I'll see you on Saturday, but I completely forgot about my Now What series. So this is Thursday evening or Thursday late afternoon where I have a series on Now What. So you have something in your craft room or your studio and you don't know exactly how to use it, or you've wondered how to use it. So hopefully I can give you some insight on how to use this different stamp set. So welcome to my YouTube Live or my Facebook. Remember, this will not be on a Facebook group, but it is on my page. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Probably YouTube is one of the better ways of getting on here. And the reason being for that is it has a little bit more clarity and it doesn't have as many frustrations as Facebook does. But that's entirely up to you which way you want to go. So welcome to my live. I'm really glad that you're here. So today what we're going to do is we're going to play with an online exclusive. And this online exclusive is called Drizzling Droplets. And let me go on down to my desktop because this is really a cool stamp set. I've actually put the link down below of the number. A lot of times you don't see these things that are on the online exclusives because they're not sitting right in front of you in front of a book. So basically, this is kind of a fun set. It gives a great, and I just noticed I didn't have something here. It gives a great background to different things that you can do. And it's so fun when you can actually turn around and create a background, but this actually lends to an awful lot of different techniques. So we'll be playing with this more in the near future. So this, like I say, is a background stamp. I can think of a lot of different uses, a lot of different things that you can do with this. But I think what we're going to do today is we're just going to do a simple thing just to show you that you can do some other things on here. Hello, Lila and Laura and Felicia and Marjorie. Good afternoon. Just remember, this is part of a live. So if I do talk to different people as we go along, that's because it's like I say, it's all part of the live. So I like to basically go in and acknowledge those people that do support me. And it's because of you guys that I believe that I am going to Mexico because of all your support. So I am using a bit of new stuff today. This is, like I say, it is available right now, but I love the Summer Splash. The Summer Splash happens to be one of my favorite colors. It's so close to the Costa Cabana. It's so close to the Bermuda Bay that we used to have as well. You haven't used it yet? I played with it, but not quite enough. Okay, so I have this piece of cardstock. It's 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. Let's go ahead, fold that into the mountain, and we'll use our bone folder. Hello, Pam. Hello, Marie. All right, so we've got a tent fold card there. And I have a piece, I have actually 2 pieces like this. We're not going to cut down any lower because we kind of want to keep this. I'm hoping that that's, if it's not quite right, we're going to cut it back down. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I've got 2 of them. And then I haven't decided yet whether or not if I'm going to use the Summer Splash circle or the basic white circle. And where are these circles from? These are from the Spotlight on Nature dies. They have 12 dies and they're all circles and they're amazing. I just finished actually putting together my Spotlight on Nature retreat card class, and oh my goodness, yeah, I think it's going to be very, very pretty. Well, I'm happy with my cards anyways. All right, so I'm not sure what we're going to do, and then as per Laura. Laura asked if I would use or suggested using this hearts and hugs. So we're going to use the badger. I guess we could have turned around and we could use this, the mouse or the hamster. Now I've done a card with the hamster. I've done one with the walrus. Haven't done anything with the badgers, and I haven't done anything with the mouse yet. So we're going to work on the badgers today. I actually had to look up to see how a badger is actually colored. And the badger itself is around the eye is the gray area, and then it's white everywhere there, and then gray here. And I think we'll go into and we'll use that dirty rag technique on here because that'll give us the fur look on there. All right. So I am going to use, and this is kind of fun because in the catalog, there is a color wheel, and these color wheels are going to become available in near the end of the year. But in this, you can get complementary colors. So I think this would be, oh, Lost Lagoon. Never thought of Lost Lagoon on there. Well, no, I'm actually going to use, it comes here with complementary colors or triadic colors. I'm going to use Pool Party, Costa Cabana, and Summer Splash to do a background on this particular one. Hello, Cindy. And thank you for sharing. You're amazing at sharing. And hello, Dorothy. So this is something that's going to become available in the later in the year. When we went to On Stage, that's when I was in the Netherlands, we got this part of the wheel as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. Now, I want the pool part, I want it to be lighter at the bottom and darker up at the top. So all we're doing on this card is we are giving ourselves a background. So I'm just going to go and just ink that up there. And then I'm going to use the Shy Shamrock. This is not Shy Shamrock that I want to use. I want to use the Summer Splash. Now, where did I put that Summer Splash? Here we go. I was playing around with the new colors this morning with my Spotlight on Nature class. All right, so I have that there. Now, what we want to do now is come in with my Costa Cabana, and I'm going to come and I'm going to use the blending brush, and I'm going to put that on the inside in the middle there, and hopefully that's going to kind of blend them all together. But because I'm using the blending brush, I'm going to have to huff on here as well. So I'm hoping this works. I didn't try it. No, I didn't. All right, so I have that piece of cardstock. I'm just going to lay that right onto this piece right here. And I am then now going to take this piece here. It's a scrap piece. And I'm just going to rub it down on here. Now, this is a trick that I do. You could use your brayer. You want to make sure that that doesn't move. But I like using my ink pad. And that's going to give the even pressure so that I can use it all the way through. So I didn't huff on that, did I? Oh, dear. Okay, so let's hope that that worked because I didn't huff where I put that blender. Oh, I see. So it kind of didn't quite work the way I wanted to. Two sides, right? So I am going to go ahead. I'm actually going to show you another way that we can do this. So I'm going to come in with my Summer Splash. I'm going to come in with my Costa Cabana. I want this to be dark. So this is where I could actually use a spot. But no, I'm gonna try it again with my blender brush, and then we're going to do this with this. And, you know, I'm going to kind of pull this down. Can you see this with, now this is where we got a huff. And that's like doing a Darth Vader, right? Excuse me. Okay, let's try that again. That is going to be darker up at the top because of that summer splash being darker. And you know what? I might have to bring that down. Let's go there. Let's put this on top there again and come in with our stamp pad. Now I've taken some of that brightness away. Let's see how that works. There, that's much better. Okay, so I'm actually going to go and trim this off a little bit. This just, like I say, gives us it gives us a background. And my goodness, where did my trimmer go? I just had it. I was measuring special sizes out there. Wow. That is so funny. All right. Well, I'm going to see if I can trim this down with this little guillotine trimmer. So I want this at 3 3/4. And let's go ahead and do it. We're just going to take off 1/4 of an inch there. So I'm just going to eyeball that. And see, that kind of gives us a different look to a background. Like I say, I know I have some ideas that I want to do with some techniques, and I think they're going to work amazing. We're going to have to trim this one down probably too. So this is just going to go on here, and see, that just gives us a tiny bit different. Now I'm thinking that I'm probably going to use the summer splash. Let's close this up. Now you could also have done that with the brayer as well. All right, so I happen to have a piece here, and this piece can go through the mini cut and emboss. We're going to stamp up those badgers, and we're going to do that in Memento, and then we'll color them. Actually, we should cut it out first, because remember, I always say cut your stuff out first, or else what could happen is it could slide, and then you get upset because you've done all that time with coloring. So I'm just going to put that on there. Let's come in and grab that die for this. I could use an ink spot. You're right. That's what I said a little bit earlier. I could use an ink spot. I don't have the Costa Cabana in the ink spot. I guess I could ink it up. Never really thought of it until afterwards, but that works okay with that. And at least with the blending brush, I got to pull that color down, which kind of helped a little bit as well. So we're just going to take this. Now I got to remember that those badger's eyes are the gray part. So I was packing today for the trip, and I was going to take 2 carry-ons. Well, one will be a carry-on and one I would check in, but they told us that we need room in our carry-on to bring these gifts back. Well, I don't know what to take. I don't know what to take to wear. Yeah. So got this. Now I'm going to come back in with that piece of paper because I want to color on here. So now I also saved these spots out of here. I think there's something you could do really cool with a background on there as well. All right. You all know that I like to use my gray granite for my gray. We're going to use some light smoky slate. That'll give us a little bit of the darker color in there. And then we're going to just work on the others. So this is the light gray granite. And like I say, on a badger, that is on the eye part. And the ear. And then you have the rest of it. The head is white. We don't have badgers, I don't think, in this area. Actually, Lorena could probably ask that. Hello, Caroline. I probably could ask you, are there badgers in British Columbia? If not, you could ask Randy, I'm sure. Well, I know he would know. All right, so we're just going to do this. Remember, we don't want to color the head part. There we go. And then I'm going to come in with the darker gray granite. That's smoky slate. And we are just going to get some of this. And then we'll come back in and do that. Yes, there are. Oh, at Roche Lake. Oh, my goodness. See, I knew Lorraine would know that. Lorraine's husband is a conservation officer, so. I don't remember seeing any badgers, but I'm not out and about anymore, so. Okay, I'm actually going to come in and I'm going to use this end here a little bit more. This is the light gray granite, but I'm coming in. Now remember, I'm going to come and I'm going to do that dirty rag technique again. That's one of my favorite techniques to do with the blenders. What color would the nose be? I think, oh my goodness, I think I'm going to do it darker. Here we go. So I just want to put a tiny bit more on there. Not many. Kate says, yes, there's badgers in BC, Okanagan, Similkameen, and the Nicola Valley. Wow. Look at you guys. You guys know so much. I learned so much from you guys, that's for sure. All right, so we have that. There's our badgers. Now, this is that technique, and I kind of want to come in with my silicone mat to kind of protect the base here. So let's come in with that. And how you do the dirty rag technique is take a very old type and a loose weave face cloth. You could take an old towel. You could do anything like that. Nose is brown, leading to black at the tip. Well, you know what? There isn't really leading to brown. It's kind of like a black bear. Well, okay, I'm not going to get that particular on there. Okay, so now I'm coming in with that. That is rubbing alcohol. And we are just going to dab that on there. And that, we got to do that on the head as well. It gives us the fur-like look on there. They're kind of boring animals, the looks of them. Maybe the head, I think, the gray is a little darker on the head, isn't it? This part of the gray on the eye part. I don't want to make it or else you're not going to see it too much. There we go. Yes, it gives texture. I love, that's the dirty towel technique. All right. So, because we have to do that, right? So this then is going to go on here. Now, my thought was I'm not going to do this. I gravitated to, like, I was thinking it would be great in a bubble bath and that sort of stuff. And then I thought to myself, ooh, but I kind of want to do these. Now, yeah, I think the badgers are going to show up really good on there. Now, I want to put my sentiment on there, but also, do I want to put some of this beautiful ribbon on there as well? Well, it is a boy's card. This is, color is this? This should be Summer Splash. So do I want to put some of this ribbon on there? You're welcome. It is a great technique. I've done it before. It's on my technique, in my bunch of techniques. But, you know, you can never visit a technique too often, right? Okay, so let's get that. And I want to put one in the middle because I don't want it sagging. We're kind of just doing a simple card. All right, so let's put that. I think it's a lot better on there. And this is kind of nice with the radiating part on there. Let's see how this is going to look. Oh, thank you. You've never seen anybody do that? Well, you obviously didn't see my other, the technique that I did using this. I called it dirty. Yeah, I'm having real issues because this, I don't know which is the right and the wrong way for this ribbon. I know how it comes off the roll. You know what? I'm going to do it sort of in between. There we do. We'll do it right in the middle. Okay, so we're just going to put this on there. Let's go ahead and put this on. Yeah, it just doesn't seem right. To me, that looks like a really loose bobbin on there with it like that. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that technique. Like I say, I've done it before for my technique session. But remember, what we're doing is showing off this drizzling droplets. I have another plan what to do with these. So that's going to be a technique that I'm going to turn around and yeah, I'm not liking that part. Anyways, we're going to kind of put that right in the middle. Let's go and put that, cut that one off. My ribbon scissors are at the other end of the table. And that is really crooked. Well, I'm glad I could help you. Like I say, that's one technique that when I got certified, that was the one technique I learned. Oh, you know what? It's over 15 years ago. And I'm just going to come and reinforce that down so that it doesn't come off. Okay. Now, what do we want to say? These hearts and hugs have some sending birthday hugs, or I could just hug you. So it's that one doesn't make any. Sending a big hug. I'm not sure what I should do on there. Don't have any more birthdays coming up. Not for a while, anyways. I could just hug you. Sending a big hug. That's what I'm going to do. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to put that on here with white embossing powder. Of course, I'm going to use white embossing powder. This one is sending birthday hugs. I think sending a big hug is a good thing. And then I can just send that I don't have to have a special occasion for it. It can just be for any occasion, right? All right. Now I need some Versamark. Sending a big hug. It can be used for many occasions. That's right. So my youngest granddaughter is in Florida for the world cheerleading, and she competed today. I got to see it live. In their division, there's 130 teams. Oh my goodness. I almost died when I heard how many that there were. I'm going to just put it there and we'll see how that, yeah, that works good. Over 130 teams. Oh, Lorraine, you're going to have to wait till your granddaughter gets into the real big cheerleading stuff. That's why they couldn't go to Mexico with me, because of the cheer competitions. So, oh well, my cousin and I'll have a good time. So let's just get that on there. I really like the white embossing on the color or the black. You could have even done that on a black. You didn't have to use that with the summer splash on there. Okay, so we've got this pretty plain card. Sending a big hug. Now I could probably do something with this. See, do I want to maybe put this off to the one side and tie a faux bow? Let's do that. And then we're going to use some gems. Now I know the gems I'm using, the other gems would be better, but I need them for something because they're not available right away. So I need them for my shares. So I can't very well use them. I still have openings for my product shares. Okay, let's put that there. You can put this over here. Yeah, that'll kind of get it. Okay, then these are the gems that I'm going to use on this one while they work here. Oh my goodness, you should see. I have so many projects on the go. My goodness, where is this? There they are. So these are the sparkle gems, and we're going to use those. So I'm going to come in and let's just cut this like this. Let's put some dimensionals on there. All right. So these drizzling droplets, I think, are going to be like a staple to have. I really, truly do. I think they're just one of those ones that you're going to need in your stamp set. Because if we don't have enough to buy with the new catalog launching, right? Oh, you know what? That's not even. Oh, cutting right through a dimensional. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Maybe I should put this on first. You know, and I am also going to put this on with dimensionals because I want to go on either side of the ribbon so that it doesn't flip. Every time I put something on the ribbon, it doesn't stay right. Oh, so Lorraine is saying that she's made paper dolls with her granddaughter today. Oh, that would be so fun. My girls were never into, the granddaughters were never into dolls of any sort. Okay, so this is just going to go here. I know that's a little lopsided. Now, is this a green or is this the This is actually the Shy Shamrock color. And that will go okay. And I have those 3 loose ones, so I want to kind of use those up so that I don't lose them. Now they're going to get lost in that. Let's do this like this. The other ones, these ones would be better because they would show up better. These ones here. However, they're just, I need them for something else. They really do get lost, don't they? Well, we're going to change those completely, and I'm going to show you something else that you can use. Because you're not seeing any. You're not really seeing those. All right. See, this would look really good. I'll show you this. No, you still would lose them. You're still losing them in the shuffle there. All right, so these ones, we could use the silver, and they would show up a lot better. Then there's also these. There's a few things that we could use. There's iridescent foil gems. That's got gold in it. That won't go. These would look great, the silver, but so will these. These are like smoky slate. And there, that'll be better. There we go. There. All right, so we'll just put those back in there so we don't lose those. All right. So many new things. Oh my goodness, so much fun. All right, so I need to do the inside of that card. So I have this piece here. Now remember, I like to have the inside the same size as the outside. So I'm going to come in with this trimmer, and it's not going to let me go completely. So that's going to be 3 3/4. And then I just have to eyeball the 1/4 inch. Not too bad. And then we are going to go, and on this stamp here, there's some hearts, and we'll just put a set of hearts in there. Actually, they should be circles because of to correspond with the front, right? All right. Now I need a stamp pad. I mean a block. Use some of these blocks on here because they're here we go. I am still using retired blocks because I absolutely love this block A. They might be coming in to change it. Now, I remember, though, that there is, I'm going to come in and use Coastal Cabana because I don't want it to be that dark, or I could. Made lots of swap cards today. Oh, my goodness. I made my swap cards for the trip. I did that 2 weeks ago, so that's good. And probably one that you've seen. I want to make sure that this doesn't have any. There we go. Thanks. Like I say, I've used the badgers, I've used the hamster, I've used the walrus, and I've used the flowers. The only one I haven't used so far is the little mouse. All right. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate that. Remember, if you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. We do have the catalog launch coming up on May the 11th. If you live in Canada, I do have make and takes that are ready. And they're ready. So some of the ones from out of town have already probably received them. Carol's from New Brunswick. Hello. Thank you. All right. So there's that card. All right. So see you Saturday. And like I say, it's going to be just before 9 o'clock Pacific time. And the reason being for that is because I have my monthly card club come at 10. And I have a lot of people that do tend to come early. So and I know what card I'm doing. So, well, I know roughly what it's going to kind of look like. So, but anyways, we have that. All right, you guys, remember to create because it's great for the soul. And we'll see you at just before 9 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday with the card sketch. Bye for now.